What's up, what's up? Ask My Wedge, YouTube, Facebook, what it is. Yo, man, a lot still going on with my man Deontay Wilder, so I wanted to chime in on some more wisdom through the eyes of the late Cus D'Amato, one of the great philosophers of this beautiful game, sport of the hurt game, boxing. So much wisdom this man had, and we can see why a wild horse like Mike Tyson could be tamed and how he could love this man so much. You can see it in his eyes as the man talked. One of our pastimes in boxing that will truly be missed, Cus D'Amato. But so I'm going to talk about Deontay Wilder because Gus said a lot of wisdom that shows Deontay's success and why. First, all because of wisdom, all because of the character, okay? The character is the key to a successful fighter, okay? It was like Mike Tyson said, it wasn't his skill that made Mike Tyson so great. It was Cus giving him, lecturing him, giving him guidance, guiding him, because of the fighter is only as good as his trainer. It's like the trainer is a video game, and the trainer is the video game player, and the player is the fighter. Okay, it's like playing a video game. You know what I mean? And the fighter is just the character, basically. So when you look at a fighter, no matter how much ability he has implanted in him, it came from somewhere. And no matter how much technique or how much physical ability it was given to him. However, the one thing that the fighter has to have is a character. You look at a video game, you got different characters, and you got to pick the character you want to be the successful one. Some characters are better than others. But as far as the player or the trainer, when it comes to boxing, you have to play the game. You have to play the character the way that you play the character, but you have to play the game. It's you putting the input into the character. The character is just there. Okay, that's like a fighter and a boxer, a trainer and his fighter. You know what I'm saying? And number two, the belief in himself. Deontay Wilder has that belief in himself. You know what I'm saying? He has that belief in himself. And that's a divine character trait. Because belief has to have proof behind it. Because he has to have reason. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that you believe in something without proof, at least to yourself. And when you got proof that is, this is my hand, no doubt about it, this is my hand. I'm turning my hand. I have evidence that I'm turning my hand. I can see this, I can feel it, I can touch it. It's tangible proof. The only thing that you don't have tangible proof is proof of God, because he's not tangible. He's not anything that we can perceive or see. But as far as being a great boxer, you have to have belief in yourself, and you have to build that belief off of evidence and proof, and that is a beautiful divine trait of a character. And number three, why Deontay Wilder is the truth is people comment about his balance and his wildness and his not using fundamentals to the highest degree. Well, this is another thing Cus D'Amato pointed on. You know what I mean? Professional. When a professional is when he does what he does. When he does what he does. When he does what he has to do, no matter how he feels or how anybody else feels. He gets the job done. You know what I mean? Even with what little he has. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful trait of Deontay Wilder. Even though he's not having that time in the game, the experience, a lot of fundamentals issues, he gets it done. He gets it done. He works hard, dedicates, and it may not be seen to everybody else. So people could criticize. And he may even criticize himself sometimes because he may feel bad, but he gets it done. His confidence, that's a character trait where he gets it done. It's regardless of how he feels, he gets it done. That's a beautiful character trait, and that's another reason why Deontay Wilder is so successful. And his character, also, character gives you the ability to hide your faults. And no one who has been relaxed enough to perform the skills to pinpoint his mistakes. There's no one who's been able to counter his simple mistakes because he's able to hide his faults. You know what I'm saying? He's able to, his character is so shining, so bright that he's able to hide his faults, man. He's able to hide them through his personality. He's able to, talk to people. He's smarter than he perceives to be. He may not know, just like me. I may not be a professor in English writing, penmanship, but I bet you I can write something that'll make your heart feel good, or I can make something to make you sad just as well as anybody else. But like Wilder, he may not be quote unquote educated like standards that we perceive, but he at the same time is very, very smart, man. And you listen to him and you try to understand him. A lot of times I write things on Facebook where it's not fundamentally sound, but if you really, really try to dig into me, I get a lot of followers because they understand me. And it takes them a while to understand me, but they understand me. And so that's how he's able to hide a lot of his flaws, and also ability and his position and his height, how big he is. He was blessed by God to be a big dude, and to be able to move like he moves, to be big like that, is a beautiful blessing. It's like when you train little kids, you put all the skill in them when they're little, and when they grow older and grow big, they're not able to learn what they learned when they were younger because their body is not as mobile. They're not as reflexive. They not as elastic. You know what I'm saying? They're not as flexible. But when they get older, if they already been implanted all those things, they become a super machine. Big. I call it somebody who's big who can fight like he's little. Well, Deontay Wilder has that ability, and he was blessed with a big height, to be over people, and it's better to box on top of somebody than under somebody sometimes. Finally, I would say that nowadays Deontay Wilder has a great advantage because of the lack of character in most boxers and our professionals. They lose a lot of professionalism now. That's a trait that's almost gone. Not to say he would not be the champion in other eras, but he would have to work a lot harder. So that's my input on Deontay Wilder. One more chapter. I would say this is the last one, but I think good things of that dude. And it took me a while for him to set on me, but now I see. I actually had no belief in him, no like in his style until his last fight. And I'm not a power, so-called power-hungry type of fighter fan. I'm not somebody that want to see everybody get knocked out. That's not my thing. But you look at his record, man. He got consecutive knockouts for his whole career. He did go through the Olympics. So even if he's not experienced as an Olympian, he's been there and he's done that. And it's his trainer. Don't sleep on his trainer. Don't sleep on his trainer. His trainer is a technician, a knockout artist. And now he's teaching somebody how to knock out people who is bigger than he was. So shout out to Breland, much love. And I only see good things for this team. And I don't know how I was blind to that before. But check me out, Ask My Wedge. Check me out on Defense First, YouTube. Peace.